What is hell? Is hell the fire below, or is hell just not getting to sit next to God in heaven? Is hell the punishment for bad deeds, or is hell the punishment for not believing in God or accepting Jesus into your heart? Is hell full of fire and brimstone? Is hell the gnashing of teeth? Is hell a scary place? Hell, yes, it's a scary place. Hi, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and I'm here to tell you hell is not real. Because hell is only a sales tool. A sales tool for what, you might ask? I mean, why would anyone use a scary, scary place as a sales tool? Well, hell is used to sell religion. And the Christians are the ones who are using it the most nowadays. But hell's been around for a long, long time. Hell's been around since before the Greeks and the Romans. Hell's very popular with getting people to believe religion is real. Because telling someone, if you don't believe it, you're going to go to a place of fire and gnashing of teeth, of suffering and eternal torment. I mean, that's pretty effective, especially when you tell it to kids. And if you tell kids hell is real, fuck you, okay? Because that is the most horrific thing you could do to a child. Scaring a child into believing bullshit religion by telling them hell is real. Telling a child that they're going to get coal instead of presents if they're bad. That's one thing. But telling them hell is real, telling a child that if they don't take Jesus into their heart, if they don't believe your God is real, they are going to go to a place of fire and suffering for eternity, that fucks people up. I know atheists who still are afraid of hell because it has been so ingrained into their subconscious that they still, even though they've let go of God, they've let go of heaven, they've let go of the reward, they still can't quite escape the fear of hell, because it is a very traumatic thing to a child to be told hell is a real place. And there are lots of preachers that are still selling hell. Now, whether they think they're doing it as a good thing, as a protection of the eternal soul, it's hard to say. But logically, hell. Where is hell, by the way? Is hell in the core of the earth? Is hell somewhere out in space? Is hell beyond, space and time? Where exactly is hell? Because they used to think hell was below. Because they saw things like volcanoes and the fire and nasty place that they figured volcanoes came from, that must be hell. It made sense a long time ago to believe that there was a place under our feet that was hot and fiery and dangerous and scary. It made sense a long time ago. Now it makes no sense, but they're still using it to sell the religion. Why? Because it is a very successful and effective sales tool, scaring people into believing. Now, I know several people who are now atheists, but when they were younger, they were believers and they believed hell was real, and they thought they were doing a service by telling other people that hell was real. And they realize now what a horrible thing it is that they did. That they told children that hell was real. And it was upsetting to the children, as well it should be upsetting. And telling children hell is real is, to me, an unforgivable sin. I mean, Richard Dawkins likes to say that telling children hell is real is child abuse, but I think it's child endangerment, because you're fucking up with their psyche. That's unforgivable to me. It makes me angry at the very idea that anyone would tell a child, hell is real, and if you don't believe this bullshit we're telling you, you're going there. If you don't take Jesus into your heart, if you don't think that God is real, you're going to hell. Hell is going to be there for you, and there's fire and brimstone and gnashing of teeth and suffering for all of eternity if you don't believe that God is real. That's pretty effective on a kid. And that's pretty traumatic. And that's pretty That's fucked up. I'm sorry. That's just. I mean, if you can see that this is something that is it's important for people to understand hell is not a real place. Heaven, I can understand why people would be leaving heaven and why they would sell heaven. Heaven is the reward, and heaven is, well, it's bullshit as well as hell. But and the funny thing about hell is that there are still a lot of Christians who are warning me, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, that if I don't shape up, I'm going to hell. Like they think that's a threat. They actually think that I'm going to worry about going to hell if I don't start believing in God or take Jesus into my heart. They actually think this. I mean, at least that's the impression I get because they keep repeating it. I'm not afraid of hell. I don't think hell is real. It's not a concern for me. Just like the God you believe in. I don't think it's real, so I'm not worried about what it thinks of me or my actions. I think I'm a good person, and I'm good for the sake of being good. I'm good because when I'm good with other people tend to be good with me. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The golden rule. And I say Jesus taught that, but I think it's pretty much common sense. We didn't need Jesus to give us the golden rule. I think they came up with that a long time ago. As they did hell. They came up with the idea of hell a long time ago. You know what Hades is? That's hell. And I can't remember, was that the Greeks or the Romans? One of them. But everybody had a hell. Every major religion had a hell. And it's because it was an effective sales tool for selling the religion and scaring people into believing it. And that's all it is. That's all it's ever been. That's all it ever will be. It will never be real. And you don't have to worry about hell. It shouldn't be a concern. And do not tell your children that hell is real. Just don't. Just don't do it. I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. Don't be worried about hell. There's nothing to be concerned of. And I'll catch you next time.